Here's the captain of the Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues, Alex Pietrangelo. The story is remarkable for those who don't know. Dead last in the whole league on January 3rd to on top of the hockey world now. How did you guys pull off this magic trick?
Just keep believing, keep working. I mean, we're based on our work, and we believed in our room that we were better than what we were playing, that we could still do something. And once everybody found a spot in the lineup and everyone found that role, we just took off, man. It was pretty impressive.
Petra, when did you become the offensive juggernaut you are now? 3 goals in this series, you're joining the rush, you're going curl and drag up under the bar.
Yeah.
It's a thing to watch, man.
Just doing what I can, you know, trying to play in every situation. So I don't care if I don't score the whole playoffs. This is a better feeling.
People point to the Bees, Coach Berube coming in, and your young goaltender, Jordan Binnington.
Yeah.
Tell me about them.
Great story, Benner. Again, it kind of goes hand in hand with our year and where we were and where we are. And Benner's got a heck of a story. It's his story to tell, but when you believe in yourself like he does, you earn this stuff.
What did Coach Berube do to turn this thing around defensively for you guys? When you guys got the lead now, you just shut the door. She's over.
Yeah, well, we use everybody, especially now. I mean, we're playing all 4 lines. When you have energy like we've had, especially this far into the season, it's tough because we use our depth more than any team, and that's why we got here.
Hey, Boston and New England have given St. Louis a rough ride over the years with the Super Bowl and the World Series. Feel like you got one back for St. Louis here, and what does this mean to the city?
That's big for the city. Tell you what, you can feel the city, the vibe in the city, and Cardinals have had a lot of success, and we're really close with those guys, so I know they're pretty excited for us too, so it's going to be fun to talk to those guys and get back to the city, and it's going to be one hell of a couple weeks.
Here's Ryan O'Reilly. He's the most valuable player in all the Stanley Cup playoffs, not just in the Stanley Cup Final, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner of the St. Louis Blues. How'd you guys pull this off? Nobody could see this coming.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing how much of a roller coaster this thing is. You know, from January 3rd was in last place, and just, you know, things not going well. We get Binner comes up, brings some confidence. We start winning games, and we start coming together, and then we just didn't look back. And that's just to be here, and like I still can't believe this is real. You know, this is like I can't believe it.
Ryan, you win the Conn Smythe, you win the Stanley Cup. You know, a few years ago you were in Colorado. A few years ago you were in Buffalo. Like, what's the difference now? What have you changed as a player to become the player you are now with all these accolades?
I think coming into this group, you know, there's some unbelievable leaders that kind of, you know, learned a lot from. You know, one of those guys too, I think that I admire so much is Steiner. The way that he handles himself, his relationships with guys on the team, and how, you know, when things don't go well, this team, they always knew, you know, you don't get selfish, you get unselfish, and you work for the guy next to you. And I was so impressed when being part of this group and seeing that and watching that grow into this. It's just, I'm so lucky and proud to be a part of this group.
When you win the Stanley Cup, it's about hockey and your team, and it's about family. I heard about your 99-year-old grandmother. Tell me about Grandma O'Reilly. What's she thinking right now?
Oh yeah, Deirdre O'Reilly's back in Seaforth, Ontario, where I grew up, and oh my gosh, she's probably through the moon. I think my mom has talked to her, but you know, she's incredible. She's 99 years old, and
Think she's awake right now?
I think so. You know, she's still quick as a whip, and you know, it's amazing. You know, she's a big part of this as well. You know, I remember multiple times as a kid she buying me skates and always being there to help out. You know, it's amazing. I can't wait to share the cup with her.
It's been a long time. You know, I've been waiting to get an opportunity, and coming into this group, this group just got closer and closer as we went on, and it was a lot of fun hanging on the road with the boys and you know, going the distance pretty much every series. So we competed and we worked so hard for this. So I'm so proud of this group, and I'm so excited to celebrate the city of St. Louis.
Jordan, we interviewed you a couple of days ago. It wasn't quite as good a time then. You guys were looking not as sweet as you are right now, but you guys are in the Stanley Cup. You won the Stanley Cup. What's the feeling for you? You've always been so quiet and calm in these circumstances. When did you start to get fired up about winning the Stanley Cup?
Just knowing that we did it, you know, it's over. We fought so hard, and finally lifting up that Stanley Cup, which is heavier than I expected.
Everybody says that.
Lifting that over your head and giving it a kiss. I can't wait to celebrate with my friends, family, and the boys here.
Jordan, people will love your story. Last year, alone the Providence, the Bruins Farm Club. I heard you came in 4th on the depth chart to start the season. Tell me what this journey has been like for you. And it's a short journey. You're an NHL rookie.
Man, everyone, you just got to believe in yourself and just keep working hard and just keep believing. And, you know, I worked pretty hard and, you know, obviously the group was incredible and we meshed well and everyone was playing hard for each other. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now.
So when you cut loose, what are you going to do? When you go wild and crazy, what are you going to do?
We'll see.
Thank you. Thanks very much.